Hey guys, Jan Taylor here. I'm not sure if you have seen anything about the announcements that's been made during Microsoft Build, but there's some really cool things coming. And what I'm going to talk about today is some of the new features that are coming to Microsoft's Power Virtual Agents. Microsoft is really leveling up the application, so let me show you some of the new features and functionality. You notice when you are logging into the new Power Virtual Agents that we now see this app level homepage from where we can access all of the bots that live in this particular environment. So this is not something that we had in the past, right? You would just click on that Power Virtual Agents link, you would log in there and that will take you to the bot itself. So this is a little different. So you notice here that I have the home button on the sitemap, which takes me to this home screen. I can also create a new chatbot by just clicking on create, and then I can go ahead and add another chatbot to this environment. And then if I want to review all of the chatbots that are in this environment, I can just click on this and that will show me a list of all of those chatbots in this environment. If you want to access or open one of those Power Virtual Agents, all you have to do is just click on this and that will open that particular bot. And this looks very familiar, right? Now we're actually in a bot inside of Power Virtual Agents. So you can see here that our site map is again on the side, just like we're used to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill into some of these topics. I'm actually going to start with the greeting topic and I'm going to make some adjustments there. So let me just go ahead and drill into that greeting. But before I am going to show you some of that configuration, the first thing that I wanted to mention real quick is that you probably noticed that this authoring canvas has now been replaced with a new canvas, which by the way was built from scratch. And this new canvas brings together the low code and the pro code capabilities all inside of this one unified canvas. Now, it doesn't mean that this new authoring canvas, as you can see, looks completely different from the one that we're used to. We're just going to have more options that we can choose from when we're building out our topics. So you can see on the top, we have a lot more options now. We have a save button. Obviously, that's how we save our topics. The test button will bring up the test bot over here. I can undo and redo if you have certain messages that you want to cut or copy. You can do that from here as well. And then if you want to paste a message, you can just click on add node and then you have the ability to paste what you previously copied. And then I can delete, I can comment, and I can discard my changes as well. And then of course, you're used to this topic checker, right? Your variables, and we also have properties on here as well. And then you can see I can access analytics here, again, my comments, and I can also open the code editor from here as well. Again, I kind of talked about how this is pro code and low code capabilities now all in the same canvas, in this nice unified canvas. Now, the first thing that I wanted to show you here is some new things that we have for messages and also for questions. So the first thing I want to show you here is usually, right, this is my, as you can see, my greeting topic. So what you'll notice here is that I already have a message here entered, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add some message variations. And you're probably going to wonder, what are message variations? Well, they actually remind me a little bit of synonyms and entities, because this is going to allow you to enter different messages that basically mean the same, which the bot will then randomly choose from when it gets to the message or the question. So for example, you can see here, I have hello here, right? And I can add some other similar messages there. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to say, I'm going to add a message variation. So I have here, I added good day, hi there, and hi. And of course I can add more, right? If I click on here again, I can just start typing hello. I can do that as well. And then you can delete those from here, obviously, as well. But again, what will happen is when this topic gets accessed, the bot is actually going to choose any of those different message variations. So you never know upfront which one you're going to get. But this is particularly nice if you have the same customer interacting with the same topic, because again, right, you're going to send different messages, so it's not constantly the same thing. Now, the other thing that we can do here, as you can see, is we can insert an image, we can insert a video, we can insert cards like basic cards or adaptive cards, and quick reply as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add an image. And you can see here that it's asking for a title of the image. So I'm going to say this is our restaurant, and then I'm going to add a URL for the image as well. And once I do that, you can see here that it now visualizes that URL, that image, directly here in my message. And then I can also add a quick reply in here. So I'm going to say, make a reservation. So even though this is not a question, right, this is a message, I can have them click on that quick reply, and so that they won't have to manually enter that information. It's very similar to when you're showing these different options, right, when you're answering a question. So we can do stuff like that in here as well. Now, instead of putting that over here, I'm actually going to add a new message here. So I'm going to do another message. And what I'm going to do here is, since I have this integrated with voice, and I'll show you a little bit later my phone channel or my voice channel, what I can do here is I can actually set this message to be a speech type of message. And what that means is that if somebody is actually going through this topic by that voice channel, then this message will be read out loud. So what we can do here, let me actually put this back here to text here real quick. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to add some value in here. Let me put this back to text here. Message variation. So I changed this to speech, and then I said I want to add a message variation. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do, you can see here, we're open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and then we get some emphasis here. Please note, and then we do a break here, we will be closed on May 27th. So again, that's what you will hear if you're using the voice channel to access this topic. Then I'm going to do another message here. And we kind of saw this earlier, right? I'm going to say, oh, if you'd like, again, I'm not answering or asking a question. I'm saying, if you'd like, I can help you make a reservation. And then here, we're going to, again, put that quick reply, make a reservation. So that's basically all I'm going to do here. In this particular greeting topic. What I can do now is I can save that, and then I can go ahead and test that. And look at that. I can actually reload this real quick. So we can see, hi there. This is our restaurant. If you like, I can help you make a reservation. So now I don't have to type anything in. And then I can click on that, and obviously I don't have a topic for that yet with that trigger phrase. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create another topic for that reservation request. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go to topics. I'm going to do a new topic, and my trigger phrase is make a reservation, right? Which we can see over here in my greeting. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask a question. And the question is, how many people are they going to bring for this reservation? So I'm going to say, how many people are included for this reservation? And then I can add some additional questions like we saw earlier, right? For how many people, etc. But the other thing, and I actually want this to be a number. The other thing that we can do here is we can now set that variable. We could do this before, but look, I can create my new variable directly from within here. So what I can do here is you can see it says now var number. So I can say this is the party. And we already know that that is a number field. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. So then the next thing that I'm going to do here is I already created a Power Automate flow here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to call that action. And that's that restaurant wait time here. And we're going to get that number here in my Power Automate flow from here, from this party question. And then it's going to give me the current wait time in minutes. So what I want to do then is I want to ask them when they want to stop by the restaurant. So I'm going to do a question here. I'm going to say, what is the desired date and time of your reservation? And so here we're looking for a date and time. And I'm going to save that. Again, I'm going to create a new variable. And I'm just going to say date reservation dates. It's only one, but who cares? And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to use an additional new feature here. And this is actually called a set a variable value. So I'm going to go ahead and set that variable here. And what I want to do here is I want to create a new variable and I want to calculate the estimated seating time. So the estimated seating time is the time that they selected. So maybe 5 o'clock. And then I'm going to add that waiting time to that. So this is going to be called estimated seat time. And then I'm going to close this. And then the value I want to set here, I can click on that and look at that. This is also completely brand spanking new. We're going to click here on formula, and now we're going to be able to enter a formula here. So you can actually click on this little icon to kind of bring that up. So I'm going to say I want to date add. There we go. From the topic, I want reservation dates, right? And then I want to add the topic dot current wait time, and that is in minutes. And I'm going to close my brackets. So that's what I'm doing over here. I'm making a calculation. I'm going to insert that right over here. And what I'm going to do right now, this is another new feature that I can use here. I'm actually going to add a condition, and that condition has something to do with this question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see whether or not this reservation dates is on a date that we're closed. So I'm going to go ahead and say add condition. And then I'm going to change this to a formula. And now I can drill into this little arrow here, and I'm going to click formula. And again, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger here so I can actually type in that in there. And I'm going to say date diff, and this is topic, and that variable was called reservation dates. Here it is. And then I'm going to do date. If the reservation date equals, and now I have to type a little bit in reverse. So let's say 2022, May, let's say 27th. I'm going to close that. I'm going to say equals 0. I'm going to insert that. So what I'm saying now is if they select in here as May 27th, as the date that they want to reserve it, I'm going to say, sorry, please select a different date because we're closed. So I'm going to do a message, and I'm going to go ahead. Oh, sorry. Okay, and if that is not the date that they entered, we're going to go below all other conditions. And then what we can do here is I can send another message, and I can say your reservation is in. The estimated wait time for that day is, and current wait time, minutes, your estimated seating time is, and let's put that seating time in here, for a party of 4 people, 5 people, right? Whatever they enter. All right, and then obviously what I can do here is I can end a conversation. You can see we have some additional options here. I can go to another topic, I can end the current topic, I can end all topics, or I can end the conversation. So I'm going to end the conversation directly from within here. And now let's go ahead and let's test that. So I'm going to refresh my screen here. And here again, we have our greeting. I'm going to click make a reservation. How many people will be in your party? Now, if I scroll, let me see here. If I scroll up here, I actually set my properties here as a customized message. So what that means is that if there is data that's entered that's not what we're expecting, so in this particular case, we're looking for them to give us a number, but if they don't, then we can actually send a customized message where we're saying, sorry, I didn't understand. Please tell me the total number of people in the dinner party. So if I'm going to say yellow, it's going to say, right, it's going to bring up that customized message. I didn't understand your answer. Please tell me the total number of people that would be in a dinner party. So I'm going to say there will be 10 people. All right, and then it's asking me for that desired date and time. I'm going to say May 27th. Oops, May 27th. And now it's going to say, sorry, we're closed on May 27th. And if you scroll down here, you can see, sorry, we're closed. And then it's just going to end that conversation. So let's reload this again. I'm going to make a reservation. I'm going to have 9 people. And when's the desired date? I'm going to say June 6th at 8 p.m. And then I can pick, you can see here 2021. Well, obviously we're not going to go back in time, so I'm going to pick this date. And what it should do then is give me the estimated seating time here in a second, right? Because we had that calculation of that set variable. So what it should come back with is whatever the difference is, what that wait time is. So it's going to say if the wait time is 33 minutes, it's going to say, okay, well, your estimated seating time is 8:33 p.m. So I'm not sure why it's not doing that. It's because I did not create that card yet. So let's just do that over here. We're going to send a message and we're going to say your dinner has been booked. And I'm going to say estimated seating time is, oops, and there's the estimated seating time. So let's go ahead and save that. For whatever reason, I must have deleted that. And then let's do this one more time. We're going to make a reservation for, let's say, 8 people. And we're going to do that for June 2nd at 8 p.m. And it's 2020, obviously. And then here we go. There's our message. Your dinner has been booked. Estimated seating time is right. It's 8:44. So there's a 44-minute wait. Now, if you, I don't know why I did a 1 here. I accidentally clicked that. But if you want to show an adaptive card versus just a regular message like that, you can do that as well. You can see I have 2 options here, basic cards and adaptive cards. So those are also some of the new options that are available here in the new Power Virtual Agent as well. And then I wanted to go back to, let me actually save this topic. I wanted to go back to what I said earlier. So if we go here to topics, we're going to go here to our greeting. Remember that I actually made this a speech message, right? You didn't see this message in my chat, right? Because we were going through the chat. So the other thing that we can do here, if you click here on settings and channels, you can see that there is this telephony integration as well. Now, you're gonna have to have an Azure subscription and an existing Azure Communication Services phone number as well. Now, having said that, this makes me think that we don't have to have separate bots for chat and for voice channels, which is great. And listen to this. If you actually click here on the general tab, you go to speech, you can also choose a voice and then a speaking style as well. So by default, this is set to the default font or default voice. But if you pick any of these, and do Jenny neutral, and then I can click and pick my speaking style. So I'm gonna want this to be exciting. You're probably not gonna do sad or angry. I cannot really imagine this, but you can see I have this selected. So now let's go back here to this topic, and I'm gonna go back to my greeting, and let me see if she actually mentions this. So I'm gonna call this number.
Hi, thanks for calling. I can help with orders and shipping. We're open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Please note, we will be closed on May 27th. If you'd like, I can help you make a reservation.
Make a reservation.
How many people are included for this reservation?
Blue.
For how many people?
Yellow.
How many people are included for this reservation?
12.
What is the desired time and date of your reservation?
May 27th, 2022.
Sorry, we're closed that day.
So you notice that it didn't matter how I engaged with this Power Virtual Agent, whether I used chat or whether I used the voice channel for that. Both options work. I am super excited about some of these new things that are coming to Power Virtual Agent, and hopefully you guys are very excited about it too. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss another episode again. Thanks again for watching, and until next week.